the Scorpio Stellium, greeting my fellow Scorpios. Let's take a look at what's going on for you this week. November, week of 15th, 2020, looking at love, relationships, money, career. We're going to look at family and friends as well. And at the very end, I am going to do a pick a card for what message you need to hear this week, what you need to know. Okay, let's start with love. Let's start with relationships. We have reversed strength, the Ace of Wands, and the Queen of Wands reversed. Okay, so reverse strength here feels to me like something that you don't really have your heart in anymore, or that you are giving up. You know, you're like, I don't think that I can persist and keep on with this kind of energy. The way that things have been is not working for me right now or anymore. You know, it's just this giving up kind of, I'm gonna let this go energy. And then next to it, the Ace of Wands. So it does feel that the energy shifts back and forth, you know, where one moment you feel like, I'm done with this. And then the next moment you feel like, no, I'm passionate about this. I want to start over with this. I want to do this again. I want to do this more. I have hope for the future. You know, I feel like this can go somewhere. But you vacillate back and forth between those two energies. And then the reverse Queen of Wands here, it feels like the way that the energy is being dealt with is maybe, I don't like to be an asshole about it, but I'm like, I'm supposed to tell the truth. So I'm going to tell the truth. It feels like you may be manipulative towards this person, or you may be like kind of using your sexuality or your appearance or whatever it is that you think that they want or that they enjoy from you. You may be using that against them. You may be kind of playing like the sex is a weapon game with them, or you may be cold towards them or like catty. There's some type of like combative sort of energy that is not right up in your face. It's not like you're just saying like, this is how I feel. It's this energy of like doing it underhandedly. Okay. So, or at least that's the way that they're reading it, but that's the way that the cards are showing it too. So I'm going to just tell you how the cards are showing it. So we are going to clarify a bit more information about this love relationship situation for Scorpio. Okay, so, reverse strength here. It's not because you're just a jerk. It's because you don't feel like you can keep on. So we have the Seven of Wands clarifying it. This is Mars and Leo energy. Mars being a planet of passion, warrior planet. I always say it's how you fight. It's what drives you. It's the engine in the car, right? And it's in Leo, this sign that's all about like expressing oneself and the heart. It is associated with the heart, so very loyal and loving. So you're standing up for this, even though you don't really feel like you can keep going. You're still fighting for it in some way. You're still standing up for it, not letting it just die and be done, and then here's the Queen of Wands right next to it. Okay, here she is again, here it is again. We're seeing it twice. It's a really putting an underline, an exclamation mark next to that card, because it can, like I said, it's continuing to show up. It's something that you feel a lot of passion about it. It is this burning passion, and when it's going good, you feel like you feel like you're in your power when it's going good. You feel this charge, the surge of energy, you feel sexier, you feel more confident, you feel like, this is what you want. This is what you're going to fight for. There's a lot of passion in here, because all of these cards in front of me are all associated with the element of fire. I have all wand cards, and the one that's major arcana is strength, associated with Leo, which is a fire sign. So there is a lot of passion behind this. Let's go ahead and clarify a little bit more for this love relationship. Okay, and we have reversed Knight of Swords and reversed Two of Pentacles. You know, it may be that the communication between the two of you is not, it's not really where it's supposed to be. Like there's something wrong with the communication. With the reverse Knight of Swords, you know, this is a sword card, so it's a speaking card. You know, it has to do with mental activity, with thoughts, and it's a knight, so knights are all action oriented. So having it reversed here, you know, it makes me feel like something is wrong with the actions of speech, you know, the way the communication is going. And I'm feeling like it's one of these things. One of these things is happening. Either you guys are like being with each other, they're maybe bickering or just not good conversation. It may be that the words being spoken are hateful or hurtful. It can also be that you're out of communication entirely. And I want to say too, with the reverse Queen of Wands and the reverse Two of Pentacles, for some of you, it may be the case that your person is with somebody else. It may be that this is not even a relationship right now. That's also a possibility. It can feel like this is too much for you to keep juggling, okay? Let's look a little bit further down, okay? And then we have Four of Wands. So Four of Wands is this card of reconciliation, of reunion, of coming back together. So what's happening here, the two of you are going to find a way to work out. They're going to be coming back into your life at some point that you're going to be able to put all of this stuff behind you. And I think that the side you're going to land on, where I said you're vacillating between, I don't want to fight for this anymore, yes I do, no I don't, you're going to land on the side of wanting it, because truly you do want it. I think that you don't want the bull, you know, you don't want the bad stuff, you don't want the difficulty, but you still want the person, you still want the relationship, you just don't want to be jerked around back and forth. So you're going to land on the side of this. With this reconciliation, you're going to be wanting them in your life. You're going to be wanting to figure out a way to make them fit in your life, whether it's a relationship or whether they're just friends. However you can make it happen, you're going to want that, because it doesn't change the way that you feel. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at career and finance. And finance for you, Scorpio. Ooh. All right, money, jobs. Okay, reverse Two of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and there's reverse Strength again. This is the second time reverse Strength has shown up in your reading. You're probably experiencing a little bit of burnout. I feel like because reverse Strength has shown up twice now, you know, anytime cards show up more than once in a tarot reading, it's like they're really pushing that energy. I mean, there are 78 cards in this deck. And then if you're reading with reversals, you know, you multiply that, there's 156 options that you could get. And having reverse Strength twice, it's like, is this a message? Yes, this is a message. You may be feeling like you are tired and you are worn down and you just don't have the energy to do whatever it is you need to do. In relationships, you don't feel like you have the energy. In your work, you don't feel like you have the energy. You're tired. You just want a break. And I just want to say that is normal, because right now, if your birthday is in November, for you Scorpios, that your birthday was at the end of October, this season has kind of already passed for you, so this is not as applicable for you. But if your birthday is in November, I want you to understand that what happens at a birthday is the sun in the sky right now, okay, is transiting. It's currently going over your natal sun. So you have what you're going to have in your chart is sun conjunct, meaning right next to the sun. And so that is a lot of heat, okay? It's a lot of energy, right? But it doesn't give you more energy all the time. A lot of times what happens 2 weeks around the birthday is burn out. So just telling you, it's not abnormal. Like, you're not in this huge long-term slump. I'm telling myself this as well, because I'm your fellow Scorpio. I understand, but you do have this burnout. This I just don't have it in me to do things. Okay, so let's look at your money. in your career. Because that's part of it. Okay, I'm not saying that's not part of it, because the strength reversed is part of it. You may not be wanting to do the work right now. Okay, so reverse 2 of Pentacles. This is a period of, you have been like trying to juggle different things. Too many things on your plate. Maybe you're trying to run more than one business, or you're working a job and a side job, or you're trying to take care of your family and trying to do your work at the same time. You're doing a lot. You may be going to school, whatever that is, but you've been juggling so much. And now with the reverse 2 of Pentacles, it's like, guess what? Something's got to get dropped. I feel like you're dropping either one thing or you're dropping multiple things. And you know what? That's okay. I'm going to tell you it's okay, because you have the 9 of Cups in the middle. This is what you need to do to be happy. You feel like, I just want to be happy right now. I just want to hang out. I just want to chill. I don't want to do my work. Look, obviously you don't get fired. Don't fail school. Don't, you know what I mean? Do your due diligence. But it's okay to kind of take a break mentally, physically, to not do so much, especially this time of year, close to you just use the excuse, it's my birthday. But this is something that you needed. And I'm not saying that it's a good thing to be dropping stuff, but it's still, sometimes it just happens. And it's like life's way of correcting us when we get overexcited and we try to take on too much. Okay, let's clarify. So okay, you got, I'm laughing because the reverse 2 of Pentacles is clarifying the reverse 2 of Pentacles. So what I just say, I'm like, these cards, they just keep coming out, same thing. You're dropping something. You cannot juggle. You cannot do it all. You are not superhuman. It's just once in a while you're gonna just be regular human. Okay, and then we have the reverse 5 of Wands. You don't want to struggle right now. You don't want the tension. You don't want the fight. You don't want the, you know what I mean? You just don't want to deal with that. So if there's, the 5 of Wands is a card about competition. It's a card about struggle. It's a card about tension. It's not necessarily fighting that's more of a 5 of Swords, that difficult fighting. But the 5 of Wands is more of it's just tension. It's just tension with people, with relationships, with money, with life, with whatever. And here, having it reversed, it's like you're releasing the tension. You may be blowing off some steam. You may be, 9 of Cups. You may be going out and getting a drink. You may be drinking at home. I don't know. But you're doing what you need to do to just calm down, taking a bubble bath and watching Netflix. And it's just that's what you're doing right now. Okay, we also have 10 of Cups. Reversed 10 of Cups is not, this is not really going to lead to you being happy. Okay, it's maybe what you need to blow off steam. It's what you need right now, but it's not really emotionally fulfilling to you. That's the difference. It's you're still kind of in a sort of stage, and you're trying to put a band-aid on it. It's not fixing anything. Okay, it's not oh, this is a period of rest for you and this is gonna restore your soul. No. It's not. You're just taking a break, but it's not really making you happy. Reverse Tower, you may be trying to avoid some big shock in life. You may be also avoiding difficult changes. Okay. Another thing is, with the reverse Tower, you have to be very careful, because that is telling you that this might not be such a good idea to continue to do this. You need to probably get off your ass and do some other, get back in the game, get back to doing what you're supposed to be doing, because this can only go on for so long. And you know that. I'm not telling you something that you don't already know. Okay, and then I have the 8 of Swords. So stuck in your head. If you remain in this stagnant energy too long, you'll get too bogged down. So money is not really the issue. It's if you ever heard the saying, and I love this, and I've always liked this, and some people really hate it, but I think it's true, is that money problems are not money problems. Money problems stem from something else. So this is telling you that, like, with money, with career, with all of that stuff, this is just stemming from your own feelings right now. And I'm just gonna say, like, this is life. It's okay. I don't know. Maybe I'm making excuses for myself too because I'm Scorpio, and so I empathize, right? But it's okay to be in these periods of time where you just don't want to do anything. But you can't stay in this period of time. You can't stay in this energy. Like, after this week, it's time to get back in gear. Okay, let's look at friends, family, relationships that are not love relationships. Okay, friends, family, acquaintances, so on and so forth. Friends, family, and foes. Maybe I should call it that. Friends, family, and foes. Okay. Justice, 9 of Pentacles, reversed Fool. Okay, Justice card associated with Libra, having to do with fairness, with equality, with things being measured and correct, you know, the way that things should be, balance. So this starts off with balanced energy. I think that generally speaking, relationships are balanced for you in your life right now. You don't have any major issues with anybody. You're not having some big fight with a family member or friend that's just pertinent to deal with this week. You have the 9 of Pentacles. You are kind of more focused on being alone right now. You know, it's because of probably what we're seeing before when we were reading about money, but we were getting, you know, the other stuff. This may be just a time that you take to yourself. So you might not be interacting with your friends and your family as much right now. You're just kind of doing you. But there's no problem there. It's just, you know, we have those periods where we kind of retreat back into ourselves. We become a little bit of a homebody. We don't want to, you know, we don't want to deal with the outside world so much. And I feel like that's kind of where you are right now, Scorpio. And then I have the reversed Fool. This is where we don't want to leap into something. We need to be very careful not to make any assumptions, presumptions. We don't want to look without leaping. We want to make sure that we're making the right move. So reverse Fool is here. We're going to clarify that and get a little more information about it because I'm not really worried about the other cards, but I do want to know a little more about what's happening with the reverse Fool. It could be as simple as the reverse Fool is associated with the planet Uranus. And Uranus is a card of change. Wild, out of the blue, where did that come from? Change. And having it reversed here, it may be that there's not a lot of change, you know. Okay, we have the reverse 10 of Wands, okay. This is a putting down the burdens, not carrying things along with you. 10 of Wands normally is the burdens, the oppression, the carrying it, the so way down. But I don't feel like you're in that space. You're just kind of doing you right now, really. Not so worried about other people. Probably a good thing because we got holidays coming up. You're going to get plenty of that soon. So it's kind of like you're preparing yourself. Okay. Anything else we need to know about friends, family, or foes? Knight of Pentacles, slow, steady, practical kind of energy. So again, it's like nothing to see here. Nothing really important, at least nothing that you need to deal with this week. It's just you can take your time off. You can take your time relaxing. You can just do you. So now we're going to do our pick a card for what message you need to hear this week, what is really pertinent to you, what needs to stand out and stick in your head. And while I'm shuffling, I would so appreciate it because I do have to fight that YouTube monster that really loves the big channels, and the brand new channels have to fight tooth and nail to get in any suggestions. So that's where I am right now. So I would appreciate it if you would subscribe, if you would hit your notification bell. If you could just, comment, tell me your birthday so I can wish you a happy birthday. I would love that. Let's see what we have for you. We have card 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. So you know how to pause, so I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to jump right into it. So card number 1, we have the reversed Page of Cups. This is not getting the offer that you wanted when it comes to matters of the heart. So if you're expecting somebody to come forth and say, this is how I feel, this is what I want, this is what, you're not going to get that. At the very least, you may get an immature kind of petty sort of energy from that person, but you're not getting the love offer that you want this week. So it's like, just put this aside, don't hold your breath, is kind of that message. And then for card number 2, we have the reverse Temperance. Things are out of balance in your life. There's something that needs to be sorted, that needs to be reconciled and put right again. It is also a card of patiently waiting. It's telling you you need to be a little more patient in the things that you are desiring, the things that you want to bring to fruition. So card number 2 is definitely a card that's saying your mindset needs to shift, okay? And then for card number 3, I have the reverse 3 of Swords. So we are talking about overcoming heartbreak and overcoming pain. You may have gone through, well, I'm not going to say you may have, you have gone through something very painful and difficult, and we need to work on healing. That may be where you're at now, or you know that you need to work on healing, or that you're already working on it. Fine, that's good. But this is really where the focus needs to be. If you're going to take some downtime, you need to use some of that downtime to do self-care, to do self-love, to help yourself overcome and really sort out, you know, the lessons, the things. Do some journaling, you know, whatever it was that you went through. It's time to come out of that energy and begin to heal. Thank you for watching, Scorpio. I'll see you again next week.